Okay, I'm going to videotape this just because it is so cool. So I started out with this, then I added several different horns, antlers, and then I've added antlers going down the other way, and all of those are just like wired and wired and wired on there and then glued. And then pheasant feathers added in upside down, and then a leather wire wrap around, and then I even took and spray painted over the wire just to be sure that none of the mechanics will show. Then I glued all the leaves to the back of the holder to give it a totally natural look. And yes, at this point this is already heavy, but this is so unusual that I think everybody is going to want to see how it turns out. So I'm going to put it in here in my little holder, and I'm going to start working on it, and I'll show you more later. Okay, so what I did now is I just took the holder and I just added golden aster, which is a really cool filler, and it looks like it grows alongside the road in Wyoming, which is the total look we're looking for. So this is just a little trick I'm going to show you, is when you use a larger flower in an oasis holder, if you take a pin and put through the flower and make sure it goes underneath one of these brads, then this flower cannot be pulled out if it's put in correctly, which it wasn't. So we'll do another one going the other way. And there. Now this flower will not come out no matter what happens. And that's the goal. If this bride drops her bouquet, I want it to stay together. So while I'm doing the bridal bouquet, Chelsea's been working on the groom's boutonniere. And it has fresh, oh, there we are, fresh green wheat, the orange roses. It's got some hypericum berry in it right in here. And then it's also got pheasant feathers, and then again it's tied with that same leather covered wired wrap, and it's even got just a little bit of eucalyptus in it, but everything to make it look like it's just really neat Western ranch wedding. Okay, as I continue to build on this now, we're making it so that it's going to look a bit bridal with orange calla lilies. And you see I've added some hypericum berry, which is a coffee bean, and I continue to pin in the flowers that I'm at all concerned about coming out, and then in a little bit here I will even start gluing the flowers in. So the next element I'm going to add are going to be some of these bright orange roses, and then I'm going to use something kind of fun called elephant's toe. So that'll be kind of fun, so you'll have to wait and see what that is. Okay, so now I've added the orange roses in a couple of different groupings, and I've got the calla lilies in. It's really starting to come together and look like a bridal bouquet. Next I'm going to add some fun and funky stuff to it, so hang on, I'll show you more in a minute. So you can see it's coming along now, and that little whirling sound you heard in the background there, we're having to drill some holes through some antlers to be able to use them in the boutonnieres. My goal is to make sure that some of the antlers still show through on the bouquet, so I'm working on that. This is that fun elephant toe that I told you about, and then this is silver bronia, which is a smaller version of the elephant toe. I've added green wheat right here, which is just beautiful, and then I'm also starting to add in some orange spray roses right here. So we're getting close to being done. Just get the filler in there and it'll be all done. Okay, so here we are. We're almost finished. You can see here, just doing some little final things. Once the bouquet is made, you can really start to see, like, looks to me like there needs to be a little something down in there, and again, maybe right down in here, and the bouquet is coming together nicely. We can still see the horns. It's got that really nice wild look, and I am loving this. Look at this handle on here with the pheasant feathers and all. It really is a neat bouquet, and I'm so excited I get to be a guest at this wedding too. Okay, this is our handy dandy spray glue that we use. It's called Floralock, and I use it pretty much on any bouquet that is made in foam, and sometimes we use it in other things too. It really is amazing. So we just take this and we just stick it way down inside and spray close to the stems, and it is some amazing stuff because once this dries, I suppose the bouquet might come apart, but if it did, it'd probably come apart in one piece. So that's one thing that I really pride ourselves on here, is really paying attention to mechanics and making sure that everything is just in as tight as we can get it. So you just kind of keep turning your bouquet and just keep spraying till you're sure you've got everything sprayed. And once it's all sprayed, this bouquet is officially done. And I just want to be able to turn it here just slightly and slowly and let you take a good look at it, because it really is unique. It's the first one I've ever made like this. And with the handles for the holder and the pheasant feathers coming down, I positively love this bouquet. And I can't wait to see the bride's expression on it. So Chelsea now has the boutonnieres finished, and these boutonnieres, having them the pheasant feather, and a really neat feature is we have a horn and or an antler. I guess we had to drill a hole through the antler to make it easier to get into the boutonniere, and then she's used just a touch of a pheasant feather, some green wheat, again the eucalyptus with the hypericum berry, and the back is as beautiful as the front is, really. And then the wrapping on it is really, really unique. It's got just some really nice features going here on these, and again, I think the bride is going to just be ecstatic. So there you see those. The corsages now, the mother's corsages, are all going to be wristlets, and on the wristlets we're using camo style wristlets. Can you throw me one of those, Chelsea? And so the camo style wristlet, it's just a wristlet, but they look like they're camouflaged. So we're actually going to be putting the corsages onto this camo style wristlet and using some camo colored ribbons. And it's my understanding that at some point the bride is actually going to be wearing a camouflaged print dress. So I know she's wearing the beautiful white dress, but at some point the camouflage print dress is going to come out and be worn. So this is going to be a very fun wedding. Okay, so now I'm going to start working on the bridesmaid's bouquet. So what I did is I covered the base of the holder with the pheasant feathers, and then I kind of wrapped the handle in just a really messy camo wrap. You won't see any of these ends once the bouquet is all put together, so we'll tuck those up in there. And then when you are working with natural product, you never know what you're going to get. So this one looks like it's off a little spike. And so we'll just have to work with that and work it in. I'm not really sure that I like the way this is just hanging here, so I may end up having to attach it somehow, but we'll see if it'll glue a little bit. So we'll put one of the bridesmaids together and then let you see how that looks.